is dipped into areas like
fucking yeah, folks. Fat Man Harrigan.
His reputation
fucking yeah. I'm gonna eat this large calzone for your enjoyment.
At the end of the day,
and your death.
He's a Houdini.
Oh yeah. Look at how large it is, folks. Holy shit. Yeah.
The country's financial situation is so dire, the tax increases will become inevitable, and a lot of Republicans who have signed the no tax increase pledge are already experiencing.
Oh yeah, folks. Get a deal here.
I do. Know damn well I have. I've talked to them. They come up to us and say, save us from
oh yeah.
this guy.
In fact, there are a few signs it's already beginning.
Look at how large it is, folks.
37 Republican pledge signers have urged the Select Committee to consider all options and
yeah.
and 6 Republican congressmen, including Steve Latourette,
That's a nice bill like fatness.
their pledges altogether.
Ah.
Latourette, who signed his back in 1994, says
You got
the driver's
sauce with it?
expires, the milk in his refrigerator
goddamn
expires.
shit all over my
The only
steel
thing that
bars.
never expires is the
Oh yeah, I didn't need to do that.
My word has been put on
Don't lay it down there, you damn piss pot.
Damn piss pot.
Circumstances that existed 18 years ago.
Oh well.
Circumstances are different.
Oh yeah.
Grover Norquist says he's not losing any sleep over the defections. He's convinced that the Republicans have no intention of raising
So good.
and he still has signed markers from 279 members of Congress promising that they will never let it happen.
Most of the Republicans I know are very pleased that we make it easy for them to credibly make that commitment.
What do you mean by death? Yeah, this is my suffer.
Taken with me and the pledge. Not grumpy. Smiling.
Do you believe that everybody who smiles from the press
Little
conference
Kool-Aid?
is actually happy?
No, but most. Many. There may be
yeah,
that are
folks.
grumpy. And if they wish to provide their names, we'll focus on their upcoming elections.
So you've got them coming and you've got them going if they're a Republican. If they sign the pledge and break it, they're toast. And if they don't sign the pledge, they're probably toast.
But if they sign
You're
it
the only
and
person
keep
I've ever
it,
seen
they
in my
win the
life
primary,
act
they
like
win the
you.
general. They get
yeah, folks.
And I help make all this possible.
CBS Money Watch Update, sponsored by Pradaxa.
Good evening. Tuesday's S&P Case-Shiller Index is expected to show housing prices have not dropped for the first time in 2 years. Hertz is reportedly acquiring $1.50 rental car tomorrow for $2.5 billion.
Nice big lot of cheese.
Last week at $3.75 a gallon. I'm Nick Allen, CBS News.
Yeah, folks.
Put me at 5 times greater risk of a stroke. My first thoughts were about my wife and my family. I have the most common type of atrial fibrillation, or AFib. It's not caused by a heart valve problem. I was taking warfarin, but my doctor put me on Pradaxa instead to reduce my risk of stroke.
In a clinical trial, Pradaxa, dabigatran and texylate mesylate reduced stroke risk 35% better than warfarin. And unlike warfarin, with Pradaxa,
That is good, folks.
blood tests.
That's really important to me.
Look at that cheese, folks.
Sometimes fatal bleeding. Don't take Pradaxa if you have abnormal bleeding, and seek immediate medical care for unexpected signs of bleeding, like unusual bruising. Pradaxa may increase.
Very good.
75 or older, have a bleeding condition like stomach ulcers, or take aspirin, NSAIDs, or blood thinners, or if you have kidney problems, especially if you take certain medicines. Tell your doctor about all
Very good, folks.
any planned medical or dental procedures, and don't stop taking Pradaxa without your doctor's approval, as stopping may increase your stroke risk. Other side effects include indigestion, stomach pain, upset, or burning.
Pradaxa is progress.
Having AFib not caused by a heart valve problem increases your risk of stroke. Ask your doctor if you can reduce your risk with Pradaxa. For more, go to cbsmoneywatch.com.
Yeah, folks.
Follow the wings.
Road trip, buddy.
Very
Put
cheesy.
some music on.
Welcome to Learning Spanish in the Car.
This is good.
Vámonos. Gracias.
Gracias.
Horas en el carro sin parar.
Yeah, folks.
Get up to 795 miles per tank in the 2013 Passat TDI Clean Diesel. That's the power of German engineering. See your local dealer for special lease and finance rates during the Autobahn for All event.
Dixie Ultra is 10 times stronger than plain paper plates and has an exclusive soap-proof shield. Dixie Ultra handles your heaviest, messiest meals.
For 2 years in a row now, J.D. Power Associates has ranked Quicken Loans highest in customer satisfaction in the nation. Call or go to QuickenLoans.com to discover for yourself why we're engineered to amaze.
Is it good?
You can't get any better than that.
Are you crazy?
So good, folks.
Inside Pandora's box. New Big Brother CBS Next.
I think our kidnap struck at least once before.
Killer's tired.
Alright.
I dare say you're getting the hang of deductive reasoning, Watson.
Just where you were last night. I was alone.
Happy now.
He was so full of it.
This is something I said.
Thursdays this fall, only CBS.
It's loaded with ooey gooey
There's
cheese,
no greater
folks.
desperation than to be told that you or your child has a disease for which there is no hope. Many people with incurable illness look forward to the promise of stem cells. Stem cells have the potential to turn into any kind of cell, and in theory, they could repair damaged cells. Though scientists tell us that we are years away from realizing that dream. There is no stem cell miracle today, so conmen have moved in to offer the hope that science cannot. Just look online, and you will find hundreds of credible-looking websites offering stem cell cures in overseas clinics. 2 years ago, we began investigating stem cell charlatans. We worked with patients suffering from incurable diseases, and we discovered con men posing as doctors, conducting dangerous medical experiments.
You know, Mr. Stowe, the trouble is that you're a con man.
Our report started a federal investigation, and since that story, we have been digging into the rapidly growing trade in fake stem cell cures. As we reported last January, we found something even more alarming: illegal stem cell transplants that are dangerous and delivered to your doorstep. They are scams that often bilk the desperate out of their last dollar of savings and their last ounce of hope.
Yeah, folks.
Adam and Brandon Susser are 11-year-old twins. Adam has cerebral palsy. His brain was damaged by a lack of oxygen before he and his brother were born.
He's confined to a wheelchair. He needs assistance with all his daily living activities, from cleanliness to feeding to clothing.
Gary and Judy Susser have searched for anything that might improve on the judgment handed down by Adam's doctors.
The sentence of being quadriplegic, the sentence of being totally blind, the pronouncement by physicians that we should put him away.
Those were the things that his regular doctors were telling you.
Correct. We were being advised, literally, to put him away. He's going to destroy your life.
Yeah,
Back
folks.
in 2003, the Sussers took a chance on the theory of stem cells. Adam was 3. They brought him to a doctor in Mexico who injected stem cells with no idea whether they would work.
We both decided that in the severity of his condition that we'd have to try it.
Apparently, there was no harm and no miracle.
The progress that he made after that was minimal at best, and therefore we didn't see any good coming out of it.
Today, people like the Sussers can find hundreds of sophisticated websites offering stem cell treatments for every hopeless disease.
I see how people are preyed upon by hucksters and charlatans, and people who have a special child don't need any more expense, don't need any more heartache, and don't need any more false promises. They need the truth, and they need hope. Oh boy.
To help us learn the truth about the illicit stem cell industry,
folks.
the Sussers agreed to work with us in an investigation of one stem cell laboratory. We focused on StemTech Labs of Ecuador because it offers cures for cerebral palsy and a long list of 70 incurable diseases. The website claims a modern-day medical miracle and says we are FDA registered. Apparent approval StemTech Labs is an Alabama doctor named Dan Eklund. We've been tracking Dr. Eklund for months.
Hello, is Dan Eklund there, please?
In October, we asked the Sussers to contact Dr. Eklund. Eklund sent them a letter which offered the blind and paralyzed Adam the possibility of an improved level of consciousness, improved ability to see, to speak, to stand, and walk. What can stem cells really do today? We asked a scientist who's doing
yeah, folks. Calzone.
Stem cells, Dr. Joanne Kurtzberg.
I believe stem cells have a lot of promise, but we are way at the infancy because real stem cells are very difficult to control as therapy. I personally think we're 10 years away from seeing real cell therapies that are working and are safe, but I do believe it will come.
Dr. Kurtzberg is a physician and the chief scientific officer of a stem cell research program at Duke University. She advises the federal government and is the co-director of this multi-million-dollar laboratory that works with stem cells harvested from umbilical cord blood. Dr. Kurtzberg told us there is no evidence yet that stem cells can treat cerebral palsy.
Some of the diseases that we see stem cell cures offered for on the internet include multiple sclerosis.
There are no stem cell cures yet for multiple sclerosis.
Lou Gehrig's disease?
I wish there were, but there are not.
You know, I wonder how often it happens that you have to tell a patient, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do. And then they come back to you 2 days later and say, well, I see all these cures on the internet.
I get
yeah, folks, the calzone is gone.
See many of those patients, but it's
It was very, very young.
When
And it was my supper.
But there's a lot that can be done.
This has been a production of Fat Man Videos, located in my parents' house.
From his lab in Ecuador.
Say hello to Dr. Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Adam. Can you see
Till next time,
Eklund's only
bye-bye.
explanation of Adam came by
Have a nice day.
Eklund didn't know we were watching.
You think it would
Yeah.